Welcome, or welcome back. I'm DrasticDot, and this is episode 2 of Honey Hills. I know that we've got a lot of interesting things to do, but first, let's get changed into something more Honey Hills appropriate. Check out this skin that my wonderful husband, Drift Dweeb, I'll link him down in the comments, made for me. Don't you think it's just the perfect aesthetic for Honey Hills? I think it's going to go perfectly with everything that we're trying to do here with the vineyard and some of the other things that we've got planned. So this is where I intend to put our crops. I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming and a lot of exploring, and we're going to turn this into a beautiful place to have everything at our fingertips that we could ever want or need. And there is one last final touch to our estate here, our cute little cottage, that we forgot to get last time because I didn't quite have a name figured out yet. We're going to officially dub this place Honey Hills. Now, I had every intention of bringing you guys with me while I go and look for crops, but it's a very long journey, so I'll see you back here when we're done. Welcome back! I am truly so proud of how everything has turned out. We've got every crop that we could ever want or need, and I'm going to take you on a little tour of where I decided to put everything in case you missed it in our little flyover. So up here, up this hill, we've got the wheat first, because it'll be our primary breeding source for our sheep and our cows. I love the sound it makes when you run across it. And then right down the hill over here, if you follow this little path, it goes right on over to our beetroot and our carrots. And let me tell you, beetroot takes so long to grow. It took me forever to just simply spread it because I was only able to find a few seeds. And I wanted it to be fully grown in before I did the little flyover time lapse. So it took me a fair bit of time. And these carrots look amazing once they've fully spread here. But yes, I've got these dark oak signs that I've accompanied with some yellow dye so that you can see the words on them, and everything is marked out and looking fantastic. These pumpkins are probably my favorite part of the entire field here. I love the way they look all grown in. It's like a beautiful wall of orange texture. It's where I took my profile picture and where I took the thumbnail for this video. One of my favorite places. We've got all of the sugar cane you could ever need, which we're going to need here shortly to start working on our bookshelves for our enchanting area. We've got the watermelons. It took me quite some time to find a jungle and quite some time to get out of that jungle once I did find it, but we did finally find it. And then up here we have some potatoes. We had to visit a taiga village, I believe, for these potatoes. And then we've just got some rooted dirt with our beautiful pink flowers over there. I want to do a couple of different areas that have little raised flower beds like that. And I know that there is a wandering trader stomping through my stuff, and that's like the 5th one. Glowberries, where I encountered my second death of the series. I went down into the lush cave and woke up to like 15 zombies because it was dark and all the things. Sweet berries, I believe these provide the perfect vineyard aesthetic, and I love the way they look paired with the barrels. Now, I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I did get the first death of the series filmed, and I am going to insert it here for you. Believe me, I am well aware of the mistakes that I made, but can't go back now. So let's build us a bridge over to our animal area. Now, we built this bridge so that we could get over to our animal area because I plan to put all of our barns and stables and things like that over here where there's a little bit more space. So we're going to put some stables that have an attached storage room potentially, some sheep and some cows that'll probably have some hay bales and things like that surrounding them. We're going to do all of that right here in this area. Look at how big and open this space is, and there is so much wildlife here. One of the things that I absolutely love to have is a big stable filled with multiple horses, and I'm so glad to see that there are horses running around here that we have the potential of claiming for our own. Over here we've got lots of wide open space as well, and I think I want to do something along the lines of like a tavern or just a place where like guests could potentially come and stay. I know I also want to do a greenhouse to honor the bees that Honey Hills is named for somewhere along here. I'm not positive where yet. I don't have any solid plans, but we've got lots of space to work with, and that is what I'm showcasing on this side of the river. We do have to be careful of the gigantic hole that is over here, though. I have a tendency to fall into things like that, so check this out. It just goes on and on. And we could eventually potentially build like a quarry situation where we can like dig up our different types of rock and things like that. But I don't know if I'm ready to go cave exploring just yet. I haven't even potentially built a mine or anything like that. I do want to get a mine and like a blacksmith shop and things like that set up, but we're not there yet. Maybe in episode 3 or 4. We have a few little household chores to attend to, so let's get around to some of that really quickly. I saw some overgrowth on our glowberries that I want to go and take care of, keep those growing well and producing for us so that we have a little source of light over here. And then eventually I do want to make 4 or 5 more of these little trellises that have these glowberries on them, so we will eventually spread that. And then I do want to add some greenery to our bridge, and you'll get like a little sneak peek of the inside of the cottage here. I have not fully built out the interior, which is why I have not given you an interior tour just yet, but it's got such a cool little loft space where I've got my bedroom placed and lots of mossy cobble that fits the dark oak so well. And the enchanting area will be right inside the door there that I was speaking of earlier, once we get it all established and figured out. I have yet to do any mining, so I have yet to do any obsidian collecting or diamond collecting for that matter, but we will get there. Look at how much better just a little bit of greenery makes this bridge look. So overgrown and cottagecore and just perfect for this area. I think my favorite thing about the cottagecore aesthetic is that it really goes hand in hand with just being overgrown. Having something look like nature is taking it back and breathing life into it that wasn't there before. Look, all of the greenery that mixes in with these woods just makes it look like it is part of this place. It looks like it is setting into this backdrop here. One of the final touches that I wanted to add is by taking this little clay pot here and putting it on top of one of these barrels as a call out to one of my absolute favorite flowers in all of Minecraft. So we're going to set this here and put the blue cornflower in it to represent that. Now my all-time favorite flower is the blue orchid, but this blue cornflower will do just fine, I think. Thank you guys for joining me for episode 2. Like and share, make sure you subscribe and comment and all those things. And I will see you guys all next time. Bye.